During the Battle of Kursk in 1943, Soviet soldiers trained for warfare by allowing T-34 tanks to roll over them in trenches. This extreme tactic prepared troops to stay hidden and unharmed as tanks advanced overhead. The Battle of Kursk was the largest tank battle in history, marking a turning point in World War II as the Soviet Union pushed back against Nazi Germany's invasion. Would you have had the courage to lie still as a 30-ton tank passed over you? In 1954, Soviet agent Nikolai Koklov defected to the West, revealing the terrifying tools of an assassin. Among his belongings were a disguised pistol, hollowed-out coins for hiding poison, and other lethal gadgets straight out of a spy novel. Koklov's defection was a major embarrassment for the Soviet Union, exposing their secret assassination tactics during the Cold War. Do you think Cold War espionage was more dangerous than modern intelligence operations? In the late 1800s, Baltimore City Jail had a brutal punishment for certain crimes: the whipping post. It was mainly used for men convicted of domestic violence, publicly humiliating and physically punishing them for their actions. Public floggings were once common in the U.S., but by the early 20th century, they were largely abolished due to growing concerns over human rights. Do you think public punishments like this were an effective deterrent or just cruelty? In 1880, C.W.J. Johnson amazed crowds as a one-man band, skillfully playing multiple instruments at once. With drums on his back, cymbals on his knees, and a harmonica in hand, he turned street corners into concert halls. One-man bands were popular street performers in the 19th and early 20th centuries, blending talent with showmanship to earn a living. If you had to master one instrument for street performance, which one would you choose? In 1942, the Battle of Stalingrad left the city in ruins, one of the deadliest battles in history. This haunting image captures the aftermath: buildings reduced to rubble and only a lone horse standing amidst the devastation. The battle raged for over 5 months, costing nearly 2 million lives. It marked a turning point in World War II, but at an unimaginable cost. Do you think Stalingrad was the most decisive battle of World War II, or was there another? Curly Howard, the beloved comedian from the Three Stooges, was not just a master of slapstick, he was also a devoted animal lover. Throughout his life, he rescued and fostered over 5,000 dogs, often bringing strays home and finding them new families. Despite his on-screen antics, Curly had a gentle heart, showing kindness to animals in a way few people knew about. If you could rescue and care for any animal, which one would it be? In 1946, a beautifully carved wooden seal was gifted to the U.S. ambassador by Russian children, a symbol of goodwill. But hidden inside was something far more sinister: a covert listening device. Known as the Thing, this bug was a Soviet spying masterpiece, allowing secret eavesdropping without any power source. It went undetected for 7 years, capturing sensitive conversations until its discovery in 1952. Do you think this was one of the most clever espionage tactics of the Cold War? Dentistry in 1892 was a far cry from what we know today. Without modern anesthesia, patients endured painful procedures with rudimentary tools. Early drills were powered by foot pedals, and sterilization methods were still developing. Despite the challenges, dentistry was evolving rapidly, laying the foundation for the advanced techniques we rely on today. Would you have trusted a 19th-century dentist with your teeth? Captured in 1935, this daring crew of window washers in New York balanced high above the streets with minimal safety gear. In an era before modern harnesses and regulations, these men risked their lives daily to keep the city's skyscrapers gleaming. Their work was dangerous, but it was essential for maintaining the ever-growing skyline of the early 20th century. Would you have taken this job knowing the risks? In the 18th century, punishment methods were brutal, and this torture mask is a chilling example. Designed to cause immense pain and humiliation, the mask would be placed on the victim's face, often leading to severe disfigurement or even blindness. These devices were used to punish those accused of various crimes, inflicting both physical and psychological torment. How do you think this form of punishment reflects the harsh legal practices of the time?